What is good, guys? Welcome back to the YouTube channel and welcome back to yet another video. And today we are gonna be cooking because, well, as you guys saw in the previous video, my chicken is pretty tasteless and just plain, and it's usually like that, and most people just cook it like that, just like grill it or like put it in a pan and that's it. But today I want to show you 3 recipes in order to cook your chicken, well, in a way that it's tasty and that you don't want to kill yourself when you eat it, and it's actually gonna be it's gonna be really nice. It's gonna be very simple, very easy, and very convenient, and like I said, it's gonna be just tasty, which is always the goal, and it's gonna allow you to eat it more often because, well, we all eat chicken, or most of us eat chicken, maybe not on a daily basis but very often, and it can get quite boring. So having 3 different recipes that you can switch between is gonna be very convenient, and it's gonna allow you to not get bored of one of the best protein sources that we got. Let's go to the kitchen. Okay, so like I said, 3 different chicken recipes. First one is gonna be, first one is very simple, and it's not like an actual recipe. You can use whatever you prefer, because first one just includes whatever spices you like the most. In my case, I'm gonna cook chicken with paprika, black pepper, and garlic, but like I said, you can use whatever spices you like the most, because honestly, spices are one of the fundamental keys when it comes to giving your food and your recipes taste and more flavor, and just making them more fun and interesting, especially when, like for me, in my case right now, because I'm cutting, so it's always good to have something tasty to eat. But even if you're bulking, even if you're eating like plenty of calories and you are not really that hungry, it's always good to, well, eat tasty food. So like I said, first one is gonna be with your favorite spices. In my case, paprika, pepper, and garlic. Second one is gonna be kind of like marinated with mustard and lemon and dill. That one is my favorite today. And the third one is gonna be with curry and garlic. So let's get cooking. Okay, so we got everything ready for the first one. Like I said, paprika. I said black pepper. This is a mix of peppers and garlic. Very simple, very easy, but very tasty. So we're gonna cook it on the pan, very low heat, and we're gonna use coconut oil because it gives it actually a little bit of extra taste, and it's gonna be very, very nice. Okay, so we're gonna do this again because we had a little fail because we already cooked the first chicken, but well, we had an issue with the camera and we didn't film it, so we're gonna do it again. So what I said basically was, you basically put a little bit of coconut oil. Now you just make sure that you spread it all over the pan. Okay, you have not too much, not too little, just enough to cover everything, but not too much, so it's not like soaked in coconut oil. And now you basically add the chicken. And now you can basically add the spices that you want. As I showed you guys, for me, it's gonna be pepper, paprika, which is gonna add also a little bit of color besides the taste. And as always, the magic ingredient, garlic powder, which makes life way better. Okay, now you just wait until the first side is cooked, and then you just turn it around, and you can add the spices on the other side as well. You can also add the spices before putting it on the pan, but I think it's just easier because you get less things dirty. You can just put it on the pan, add the spices, turn it around, and add the spices on the other side. Even if it's cooked, it's gonna taste good anyways. Okay, so basically, since we have it, that's how it will look. Okay, easy, simple, but also very, very tasty. And now, once this is cooked, we can jump into the second recipe, which is gonna be my favorite, the mustard and lemon and dill marinade. Okay, the second one, like I said, is gonna be kind of, like a little marinade. It's gonna be with mustard and lemon and dill. Now, this one you need to keep in mind that since we're gonna be using mustard, it's gonna be a bit higher in calories, because I mean, obviously the spices don't have any calories. I mean they do, but not the amount that you use. But with mustard, you're gonna add a little bit of calories, especially, well, mainly fat, as you can see, because mustard is mainly fat and a little bit of protein. But yeah, just keep it in mind. I mean, it's okay. It's okay to have it whether you're cutting or bulking, but if you're cutting, you need to keep that in mind more than if you're bulking. If you're bulking, you don't care. But since I'm cutting, you just need to keep that in mind, okay? Okay, basically, you are gonna add 1 teaspoon of mustard. I really fucking love mustard. Now, you use plenty of dill. Okay, you can use whichever other herb you prefer. I like this one for this recipe. And you add a little bit of lemon juice to make it a bit more liquid, so it's not that thick. Okay, Now you just mix it up. Okay, good. That's good. So now you basically grab the chicken. You just basically add a little bit on each side, but just a tiny bit to make sure it doesn't get burned on the pan, and just enough to give it plenty of flavor. Okay. Just switch it around a little bit more. Yeah, that should be enough. Now you just preheat the pan, and once it's like quite warm, you lower the heat so it doesn't burn. Especially the mustard, because the chicken is not gonna get burned, but the mustard might. So you need to be careful with that, because I actually burnt it yesterday. So I talk from experience here. Okay, so the pan is quite warm now, so you just lower the heat, grab a little bit of, in my case, coconut oil, 1 full teaspoon. That should be enough, because the mustard also has a little bit of fat, so it should help so the chicken doesn't stick. Now chicken is ready to go in. If you bake, this one is gonna be way better, but my oven is broken here, so well, we cannot bake. But I mean, if you use just a little bit of the marinade and not too much, you shouldn't have that much problem with it getting burned. It will probably get burned anyways, even if it's just a little bit, but it's gonna taste good anyways. Okay, it's not too bad, because you can see that it's kind of yellowish because of the mustard, so it's not too bad. You can see on the pan that it got burned a little bit. Okay, but like I said, it's okay. And if you put it on the oven, it's gonna be way, well, it's not that it's gonna be way better, it's just simply that the mustard is not gonna get burned. But other than that, it's gonna taste pretty much the same. Okay, so it's pretty much done. You can see the deal a little bit. You can see that it's quite yellowish because of the mustard. Like I said, you can see that it got burned, but it's okay. It's gonna taste good anyways. This actually looks better than it did yesterday, so that's a win for me. And now, the last one, like I told you guys, it's gonna be with curry powder. Actually, it's funny because I bought curry yesterday because I didn't think that I had for the video, but I actually happened to have another one without opening. Okay, like I said, curry powder and one and 1 garlic. If I can actually grab it, or maybe not. Okay, so basically, curry powder, we're gonna use a teaspoon for this. Okay, I think that should be enough, at least for the recipe, for the video. Okay, so now basically you grab the garlic, you cut it very, very, very thin. Just make sure that it's super small and thin cuts. Okay, just basically add the garlic on the curry powder. Okay, now that you basically have everything together, you just give it a good mix, and you basically have it ready to go. Now we're gonna wait for the pan to get warm, and we're gonna add this on the chicken. Like we can do it just like with the mustard. We can just grab another plate and grab the rest of the chicken. Yeah, and you just basically add it on top, spread it good, make sure that it's completely covered. And like I said, guys, this is like very easy and simple recipes that you can do. That it doesn't take time at all. Like while you're preheating the pan that it's already warm, you can just add a couple of spices to your chicken, and it's gonna make a huge difference to the taste. Like a huge difference, I'm telling you. Okay, coconut oil, we need to rush, well, not rush, but it's already warm. I'll keep that later. As always, spread the coconut oil all over the pan, and the chicken just goes in. Now, you can make sure, because it just falls down, that you add the garlic later on the top. that color. Oh yeah, that looks good. Now, one of the issues that we were talking about now before is the garlic. That it might get a little bit burnt if you're not careful, but if it gets burned and you don't want to deal with that, you can use garlic powder. So instead of using like full garlic, you can use the garlic powder that I used before with the curry. You just mix it really well, and that's pretty much it. I mean, I used the full garlic and a whole garlic because it's gonna add more flavor to it because you add more garlic. But like I said, if it gets burned and you don't want to deal with that, just garlic powder, easier. Okay, and it is pretty much cooked. Look at that color. That is gonna taste so good. I can already tell. Now you can add the fallen garlic. Like I said, it's not that it's that burnt, so it's fine. But if you don't want to deal with this, it's okay. See, if you don't want to deal with this, just use the garlic powder. Okay, we have it. The curry with garlic chicken, the mustard, dill and lemon marinade, and the basic one with spices. Like I said, really easy, really simple, and it doesn't really take that much extra time to make, and it's gonna make a huge difference in the, well, basically the taste and the flavor, not only of the chicken, but of whatever meal you put it and you have it with. Okay, let's do some test actually, because this curry one looks really fucking and warm as well. Let me actually grab some garlic if I can. Well, maybe we're gonna be here until tomorrow.
2 hours later.
Okay, there we go. Oh, okay. I mean, okay, that's good. I mean, I know that it seems that it's the first time that I'm doing it. It's not the first time, but it obviously, every single time that you make it, it just tastes different. But today is good. Not too burnt, not too raw. Curry powder tastes good. Garlic is not that burnt, so that's really good. That is really good. The mustard and lemon marinade, really good. Like I said, the only issue here is that the mustard got a little bit burnt, so kind of loses a little bit of flavor. But come on, it's mustard. It can never taste bad. Okay, and the last one, I mean, well, actually the first one that we did, it's just, well, other than cold by now, it's just it's just like paprika with pepper and garlic. You know, it's gonna taste good. Yeah. Well, now that I have chicken cooked for the next couple of days, we can finish the video up here. I hope you guys enjoyed these recipes, and most of all, I hope you guys try them, because trust me, they make a huge difference, especially the curry with garlic and the mustard one, because the other one, like I said, you can use whatever spices that you enjoy, so it's nothing like super crazy or creative. But these two are very nice, very simple, and like I said, it doesn't take that much extra time. So while you have the pan preheating, you can just add the curry powder, the garlic, or just quickly mix mustard with lemon, and that's pretty much it. So once again, I hope you guys give these recipes a try, and I really hope that you enjoy them. Let me know what you think of them in the comments down below. Don't forget to join the family if you haven't already. Thank you so much if you do, and I'll see you in the next one.